Good morning, students. We can start our social science class, chapter 17, Motions of the Earth. In the ancient time, the human beings, they believed that the earth is stationary, it is not moving, but the heavenly bodies, it is moving. But now we know that the earth is moving around its axis. The earth is moving around its axis. And when we are traveling in the train and all, the moving train, when we can see from the moving train, the outside the trees and the houses or the other objects, it is passing fastly. And we know that the not the objects it is passing or moving, the train it is moving, so we feel that the trees and the objects it is moving. The same way, it is not the sun it is moving, but the earth it is moving, and we feel that when we can see the sun it is rising in the east and the west, it is east to west. And we can see in this today's class we can discuss about the rotation and the revolution. And you know what is the rotation? The rotation, it is the movement of the earth around its axis. The rotation is the movement of the earth around its axis. It is called the rotation. We can see here the earth and the axis, the north pole and the south pole. And here in this axis, around this axis, the earth when it is moving or rounding, that is called the rotation. Once again, the rotation is the movement of the earth around its axis, that is called the rotation. And we can see the next one, it is the revolution. The revolution means it is a motions of the earth around the sun. The earth is here and the sun, and when the motions of the earth around the sun it is going, that is called the revolution. The revolution is a motions of the earth around the sun, it is called the revolution. We know it is on the axis when it is rounding, that is called the rotation, and around the sun when it is rounding, it is called the revolution. And we can see when the earth is rounding around the sun, there is a fixed path, that is called the orbit. And we can see what is the axis. Axis is an imaginary line. It is passing from north pole to south pole. Already in previous classes we discussed about the axis. Axis is an imaginary line. It is passing from the north pole to south pole, and it is not vertical. We can say it is not vertical, but it is a tilted. Hence it is not coming vertically, but it is a tilted, and we can see it is the angle of 66.5 degree, and this is known as the inclination of the earth axis. The axis, it is known as the inclination of the axis, and the inclination is always in the same direction, that is saying about the axis. And next we can see about the rotations of the earth and the revolutions of the earth. The rotations of the earth, it is saying the spinning of the earth around its axis is called the rotation. Already I told that the rotations of the earth, it is a spinning of the earth around its axis. It is spinning around the axis, that is called the rotation, and the earth is tilted on its axis. The earth, it is not vertically, it is tilted in the axis, and the axis makes an angle of 23.5 degree with the perpendicular to the plane of the earth's orbits. This means that the axis is inclined at an angle of 66.5 degree from the orbital plane. Because of this tilt, the northern and the southern hemisphere lean towards and away from the sun in turn, and rotation divides the earth into a lightened half and the dark half. And we can see the rotation when it is rotating, the earth when it is rotating around its axis, we can see here it is making two halves. The dark one part is near to the sun, it is a lighten, and the opposite side, the half it will be dark. And rotation divides the earth into lightened half and the darkened half. The rotation where it is rotating, it is dividing the lightened half and the darkened half. And the circle that separates the dark part from the lightened part is known as the circle of the illumination. And what it is separating the dark part and the lightened, part, what it is separating, it is called the circle of the illumination. So we have day as the lightened part and the night as the dark part on the earth, which also follow each other in regular succession in all part of the earth. And so we are getting the lightened part, it is the day, and the darkened part, it is the night. While rotation makes happen day and night, Earth's inclination on its axis causes their unequal duration during different part of the year. If the earth was not inclined on its axis and the sun rays were vertical, all the places on the earth would have day and night of equal duration. And the earth is not inclined on its axis, what will happen? The sun rays always it will come vertically, and the earth would have day and night of the equal duration. Day and night it will be the equal duration. And the side of the earth that faces the sun or its light and constantly gain heat. After midday, the place begin to turn away from the sun. Then what will happen? After the midday the places it is begin to turn away from the sun, and it makes the temperature between day and night very moderate, and the temperature it is getting day and night very moderately. And the earth moves in space in two distinct ways. It rotates on its axis from west to east once in every 24 hours, causing day and night. And the earth, how it is moving? The earth is moving in space of two distinct ways. One is the rotating or the rotation that is moving on its own axis, and it is moving west to east. And once in every 24 hours, the rotation is making once in a 24 hours, because it is moving in 24 hours, and it is causing the day and night. We can see the rotation it is making the day and night, it is moving or it is rounding in 24 hours. And also it revolves round the sun on orbits, causing the seasons and the year. And when it is rounding around the sun, it is making us the seasons and the year. And next we can see the revolutions of the earth. The earth, while rotating around its axis, also revolves around the sun. Then already I told that it is rotating around its axis, it is a rotation, and at the same time it is rotating or it is revolving around the sun. The orbits of the earth is elliptical, and the earth completes its revolution in 1 year or 365 1/4 days. And it is making, when the earth it is rounding around the sun, it is taking how many? 1 year. It is taking 1 year and or 365 and 1/4 days. And throughout its revolution, the earth remains inclined on its orbital plane at an angle of 66.5 degrees. Due to the elliptical orbits of the earth, the distance between the sun and the earth varies from a minimum of 147 million kilometers to a maximum of 152 kilometers. Thus, the mean distance between the earth and the sun is how many? 149.5 million kilometers. It is having the mean distance between the earth and the sun. And the position when the earth happens to be closest to the sun is the perihelion, and when it happen to be at its furthest distance, it is called the aphelion. And when the sun it is coming near to the earth, it is called the perihelion, and when it is coming far to the earth and the sun it is far, that time it is called the aphelion. And this we discussed today. We discussed about the rotations of the earth and the revolutions of the earth. And already we have seen what is the rotations of the earth. The rotations of the earth, it is the movement of the earth in its an axis. It is called the rotations of the earth or the rotation. And the revolution, it is the motions of the earth when it is rounding around the sun. It is called the revolution. And the rotations, it is taking place 24 hours. And the revolution, it is taking 1 year or the 365 and 1.5 days it is taking. And this is the rotation and the revolution. And in next class we will study about the phenomenon of the season. Thank you all of you.